Muhammad Umar Farooq biological video. Please make sure to subscribe, like and share. Ask the question for answer and comment about the artwork. You can answer question to each other as well. So today we will talk about the chromosome as a genetic material. So little bit information about the chromosome. So the chromosome is here is the body which that contain a cells. So the cell contain a nucleus. So the one nucleus in each cell. So the nucleus contain DNA in the form of chromosome when nucleus will be divided or cell will be divided. So here is the cytoplasm, nuclear membrane, and that's inside is the chromosome. That's chromosome is the chromatin material which that's contain a DNA as well as histone protein. On the other hand, the linker protein is also present as well. So you can say that here is the centromere, which that's chromosome contain sister chromatids, and these sister chromatids is the basically their heads. So you can say there's a two chromosome which there's contain basically is here is a alleles to each other, and there's a chromatids. Both two chromosomes are present in the same cell. For example, 46 are present in the form of pair, and that pair is 23. Now here is the secondary constriction. There is a chromosome structure. So here the secondary constriction and primary constriction are present, and satellite are present, which are looking like here. So here is the different type of karyotypes. The karyotype mean the karyon mean nucleus which does contain a chromosome, and that's karyotype is the different type of chromosome. For example, Y and X chromosome in the form of sex chromosome. So here is the different structure of the chromosome which that is telocentric, which there's a centromere or upper, and there's acrocentric, which that is the little bit down centromere. And on the other hand, the metacentric, which there's a center, and submetacentric, which that is little above. So these chromosome information about the structure. So we will discuss about the function of the chromosome also. So here is the chromosome which that contain chromatids, which the chromatids is divided into the supercoil within chromosome. So look like that. These supercoil contain chromatids, which there is a coiling within supercoil. So the coiling within supercoil is looking like 8 shape is here. So these looking like constant, you can say. So this is the linker protein attached by the histone 8 subunit of the protein, which that is H1, H2, H3 and H4, and backward is also. And there's a different name. We will not discuss about the name of the histone protein, but here is we will discuss about the DNA, which that's whole information of the genetic material bound to each other, and that is the important. So the positive charge are due to the arginine and lysine. These arginine and lysine of the histone protein contain a positive charge, and on the other hand, phosphate group is contain negative charge. So the attraction of the histone to DNA is more, and the electromagnetic attraction, magnetic attraction is also as well for the tight bonding. So here is the DNA, which that is I am amplifying, and this amplification to show that the guanine, cytosine, adenine, and thymine, these subunit of the basically contain hydrogen bonding. Cytosine always attached with a guanine, that's the nitrogenous base, and the phosphate group and ribose sugar is the backbone of the DNA, which the double stranded DNA is contain basically genetic material. So here is the euchromatin, that is the active region of DNA, which that is show for the production of protein and the function. On the other hand, heterochromatin, that's unable to produce function but remain hidden or remain inactive. So here is the type different part of the DNA which that contain a methyl group attachment. So CpG island which that phosphate group attached with the methyl group. So the methylation and acylation is the important things which that is recognized to work and express the gene. If methylation is more in the liver cell, so the liver cell not methylation where the hepatocyte production is useful. So everywhere is a methylation is a functional, and there's functional mean the expressive gene is just only on, but on the other hand methylation which that give a off gene. If the on gene methylation will be increase or decrease, so there's methylation will be responsible for the maintenance of the human body and maintenance with the respect to the environment, etc. So the chromosome theory of inheritance 1900 by the German geneticist Karl Korens suggested first formulated American Walter Sutton in 1902 that is provide the formulation of the chromosomal theory of inheritance. So is the Mendel's law of inheritance which there's donate by the law of independent assortment and law of segregation. So here is the meiosis which the 2n of the somatic body could give a 1n egg and 1n sperm which contain a half genetic material which that is the meaning of half chromosomes in the form of non-pair 1n, and these attach again to give a zygote, and this zygote will be give a DNA. So basically complete 2n will be again formed. So this again mother and father DNA which that contain a dominant and recessive allele which that is a B, capital B is the dominant and the little b is the recessive. So here is the gene are present, different type of gene are present in the chromosome. For example, insulin production from the chromosome 9 or 11, maybe 11, which that contain production of insulin. And on the other hand, there are many genes which that is regulate and maintain the production of chemicals or production of hormones or production of something which that is related to the homeostasis. So the segregation mean when two chromosomes align together in the form of 2n which they are segregated during gamete formation and fertilization will remain 1n to 2n. So here is the Walter Sternborg. Stern was an American geneticist, a geneticist and physicist whose most significant contribution to present-day biology was his theory that a Mendelian law of inheritance could be applied to chromosome at the cellular level of living organism. So the here is Walter Stern, Theodore Boveri, and Thomas Hunt Morgan, which they are formulated there the cellular level. At the cellular level, there is not a physical level, but genetically cellular level, which that is show the chromosome, which that is the allele, and both allele are aligned together, are present together, and they are allele to each other. And this is the chromatids, which that is a short arm and long arm, which contain a chromosome. Centromere is present between them. So this is the chromatids which there's contain basically genes, which their genes are allele to each other in the same chromatid. So what will be happen about these things? So when segregate chromosome, it means the alleles segregate and randomly unite at fertilization is the key to understand the genetics. So the genes are the vehicle which that's go from one parent to daughters and sons. It means their offspring. So, as the Boveri and Sutton's chromosome theory of inheritance states that the genes are found at specific location on chromosome. It means the chromosome are contain a specific region where genes are present for the specific production or specific phenotype production from the genotype, and that the behavior of chromosome during meiosis can explain Mendel's law of inheritance. So it means the meiosis is the explanation of the Mendel law. Why? Because the segregation of the allele is the importance, and that segregation will lead to again unite and that show the phenotype. So now we will discuss about the T.H. Morgan experiment of the Drosophila melanogaster, which that is the experimental detail about that Drosophila melanogaster. So we will discuss about the overview of the experiment which that show the basic information about how to chromosome dominant allele, basically dominant allele will work on the recessive allele. It means the recessive allele is without showing the phenotype, but genotype is present, but phenotype is not present. Why? Because it's impossible to produce protein. That's protein synthesis. So here the male gametes and female gametes contain a 2 basically X and Y. So the red color female is basically red color female contain XX chromosome is W, but on the other hand male gametes contain a white, not red gene, because not homologous gene. Or so here is the white gene and X and Y chromosome, which that shows the offspring F1 offspring is the red. Why? Because there is the recessive property of white eye gene, because white eye gene is recessive on the dominant red gene. So the cross section of the F1 filial generation 1 to produce again that's dominance. Why? Because segregation, the segregation of the chromosome without the dominant allele, red allele, so that means white-eyed male will be produced again, and white-eyed female is also chance for it. So the red-eyed female and red-eyed male is also present. So it means the segregation to it means the chromosome will segregate again. But in later they don't know about the crossing over. So crossing over is the another pattern which that is recently discovered after that. So here the male and female contain a chromosome, which that is here is the male Y chromosome, and one is a white gene producing chromosome, which that is dominant. Why? Because red allele are not present. Red allele is the responsible for the dominancy. So dominance is not, so it means the dominant is the white. And on the other hand, female, we will talk about that's the red color both. So it means that both color will be dominant. So next generation will be all is red, because we had understand before this picture, overall picture. So here is, you can say that the Drosophila, uh, which that is the arthropod, and that contain a male and female, which that is the red and white, basically all is red, and next will be white produce also. Why? Because segregation, the law of segregation, which that is formulate the Mendel law, which the Mendel law was true and Mendel was true. Why? Because the segregation of chromosome. So it's the dominant red color, which that is present is there, it can produce. So thanks for watching.